Or is it the other one that you do?
Facebook.com/Juan and Bettina.
You missed the D. Wait, don't.
Oh, crap. Try this again. Facebook.com/Juan and Bettina. Send. Third time's a charm. All right, let's try this again. Oh, yay. Sorry for the technical difficulty.
Are we on?
I think we're on.
Yay!
Yay! Woof! I didn't mean to cuss. Okay, what are we going to talk about today?
We got such great reviews on our last kiss from Chris.
Oh, geez,
Not
just
good
one.
one for my sister.
Sorry, that was not. Hey, they did a still shot on that. That really made me blush. I don't know that I just love it, but I don't know. Like, I love it, but it's a little PDA.
Why don't you know what PDA stands for?
I love that about you. Public display of affection.
Oh. What's wrong with that?
I know. This is where you and I get a little, this is where I'm a prude. In some areas you're a prude. So here's what we're going to talk about today. This is what we're going to visit about. Personal monthly invite goals for 2020. So goals we're inviting to things like happy hours, watch a video, to do a presentation, how to invite to happy hours, how to invite to 7-minute videos, how to invite to lunch and learns, how to invite to the main video. Also, you invited them, but you can't attend. What do you do, right? There's a process. Don't just say, hey, go over there and show up, right? It's a personal, these are your guests. You wouldn't send your guests to your family's Thanksgiving without like making sure they're taken care of, right? You tell your family ahead of time, hey, so-and-so's coming, we're gonna go into that. Also, how to mix and mingle at events. This is really important because we've got events coming on. We gotta be very purposeful, intentional, so that because our time is so incredibly valuable. And then we've got our homework, personal homework that our friends are doing, that our peers are doing, and Juan and I did it, and it's enlightening, it's inspiring, it's going to be good. So, because there's more to life than, there's a reason why we're doing all this. So that's going to be our homework for the next 7 days, and then we have today's homework. So let's start from the top.
Okay.
Guys, pen and paper right now in your comments, write how many agent peers do you intend to invite every week, every month, to a happy hour, to an online presentation that we're doing one on Monday with Wilco. Wilco's going to be doing the presentation this Monday, or to a lunch and learn, or to an event? How many agents will you commit to inviting? So is it 10 a week? Let's say 10 a week. That breaks down to 2 a day, right? 2 a day.
2 a day.
So
Monday through Friday.
What a difference is this gonna make? So for those of you, we have a website, juanandbettina.com. Click on agent attraction, and then there's a calculator, okay? There's 2. One works with, I wanna make this amount of money, and in order to make this amount of money, I need to invite this many agents and talk to this many agents in order to get that, right? So then you'll know what to do. The other calculator is, hey, if I do this, if I onboard 2 agents a month, right? And we have a growth rate of 10%, what is that gonna look like in 1 year, 2 year, 4 year, 5 year, 10 year? Go to that calculator and play with it. It is inspiring, because this is unlike other companies, right? Where you have to buy in for an opportunity, for revenue, for equity, for ownership. There's no buy-in here. This is, over here at EXP, it's 100% your contribution, right? Is gonna dictate your compensation, right? Their leadership titles are not just, handed out to agents. They're earned.
They are earned.
They are
That's right.
earned. And the way we earn leadership titles, essentially, is by sponsoring more agents and helping those agents sponsor more agents and helping those agents sponsor more agents, right? This is how you become a leader in this company. This is how you get compensated for your leadership. This is how it happens. And it's the great thing about this is that there's not a ton of overhead to do it, right? There's not a lot of risk, financial risk. But I'll have to correct myself. Yeah, there is ego risk.
Ego risk.
Ego risk. That's the only thing. So define your goal. Okay, define your goal. Number of agents you're going to invite. And just recognize what you're going to get for that invitation, why you're wanting to do this, and what is your risk? And are you willing to take that risk? Right? Because the only financial skin we have in the game, it's minimal. Because, I mean, we're at EXP. The only finance we put in is what to help us buy and sell houses. But the only risk we get is our opportunity for growth. The risk is the lost opportunity by not taking those actions today. That's what we lose. So inviting to a happy hour. How do you invite people to a happy hour?
Hey, do you like booze?
Be careful how you say that.
There's only one way to. Do you like booze?
Booze.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Booze.
Booze. Or, hey, what are you doing today at 4? What are you doing today at 4? You just call them up, text them, whatever. Hey, what are you doing today at 4? From 4 to 6.
I don't know. Why? What you got going on?
Well, are you available or you're not?
Well, I think so. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, if you're not available, that's fine. But if you are, I'm planning on having a lot of fun, and I just wanted to invite you to come have some fun with us.
Funny how you haven't told me what you're doing yet, and I try to pry it out of you. You still haven't told me yet.
I want to know if you're available.
You're qualifying my time.
Yes.
Or I'm qualifying. I'm trying to qualify my time. You're not letting me.
Back to the question.
Okay.
Answer the question.
Yeah. So to answer your question, yeah, I'm in. What you got going on? I want to have fun.
You want to have fun? Fantastic. Hey, so us and a bunch of our friends and some folks that I really want you to meet are going to meet at in Las Colinas at Nosh and Posh.
From 4 to 6, Las Colinas.
Yeah, if you can put in the comments where we're meeting today. Thanks, Chris. Look, he added the calculators.
Woo! Go, Chris.
Right? Oh, man. Can you figure out where we're staying today, where we're meeting today from 4 to 6 and we're inviting people to? So basically that's it. So the first focus, and if you've already watched Rob Flick's wealth training video 50 times, you already know about this, right? If you haven't watched it 50 times, go ahead and watch it the other 49 times. We've got about 40 more times to go. So we've got a long ways, and we're right on this journey with you. Okay?
Oh, we're in the middle of it as well.
We're in the middle of it as well. So that's easy, inviting people to happy hour. What are you doing tonight from 4 to 6? You want to have
What's
some fun.
going on
Right.
is what they're going to ask.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to go hang out with some folks and have some fun. Wanted to invite you.
Oh, it sounds like cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. There's a video. Now this might be a little bit harder, right? This can be a little bit tougher. The key here is if they're something we need to know, if they're telling you no, you've said too much. Golly, this is hard for me. I'm going to just admit it. It is hard for me to not talk. I think you're having too much fun with this.
This is too easy.
Yeah, but what is something that we could say? We could say something like, hey, there's a new model that is revolutionizing how agents are getting compensated in the real estate industry, and I want you to know about it. I want to know your opinion.
Okay. Oh, sure.
Okay. So when do you have 45 minutes where you're going to just sit on the couch, turn on the fireplace,
Well, we have
a glass of wine?
Well.
Yeah.
But when do I have 45 minutes? Oh, wow. I don't really know.
No?
Yeah, I don't know.
When are you going to hang out? Like maybe, I know like for me, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. That's when I have my time where I'm not disturbed. I don't have my phone ringing. When is that time for you?
I usually have time in the morning as well.
Yeah, like at 6?
Yeah.
Like at 6?
Mm-hmm.
All right. How about this? So tomorrow is Saturday, and I know we're getting together today from 4 to 6 to go hang out.
Right.
And so maybe tomorrow morning is early. What about Sunday morning or Monday morning? Which one of those?
I think Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to touch base like Sunday morning, about 5:55 a.m. Just make sure you're up and we're on the same page. I'll send you the link to the video. Grab a cup of coffee so you can watch it, okay?
Okay.
Make sure you're in front of the computer.
Okay.
Fantastic. So for sure, because Sunday morning at 5:55, we're going to touch base, yeah?
Yes.
I love it. Did I miss anything?
Do we have a deal?
That's a good one. I forgot about that. Do we have a deal?
Yeah.
That's a good close. That's a good commitment. That's and it's all about these little micro commitments. We do them in real estate, right? We do them with our clients. We do them in negotiations. We get little micro commitments along the way. You get a little yes here, a little yes here, a little yes there, a little yes there. Next thing you know, you've got like all these little yeses, and then you get that one big yes. So I think a lot of times we want to go for that big yes right away, when really we just need little micro commitments along the way, right? And then
my favorite one, the one that I most recently learned that I really, really, really like, and I think if you could take this and put this into your real estate transactional side as well as the recruiting side, I mean, you're going to get so much, which is after you've gotten a confirmation of a day and a time that you're meeting, you know, the question is, hey, so 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm going to call, my phone's going to ring.
Okay.
It's going to show up on your phone. Will you pick up?
Will you pick up?
Will you pick up?
Yeah, of course.
Great. We have a deal.
We have a deal.
That's how you, and that is the latest sealing of a deal that I've heard in terms of trying to get micro commitments along the way.
I love that. And that's a new
Isn't that
thing.
powerful?
Yeah, it is. And
Powerful.
we just heard about this in the last,
week
or so from a friend.
Yep.
It's amazing because we visit with agents from across the states, right? Across the country. And it's fun because we're learning so much from each other. The power of our model is the way we collaborate. If I encourage everybody who, I know we did not get this opportunity, did not start when we first got into this industry, but now that we're exposed to this opportunity, it's changing our lives. So, and then how about inviting people to lunch presentation? The way Rob said is, hey, what you doing for lunch on Thursday? 11. I don't know what you got. I don't know, are you available or you not? And they're like, no, well, they get which one? It's like, okay, great. Catch you next time. And you hang up.
So hold on a second. So this is important. I don't want to overstep the brilliance behind this. What did he, and you can tell everybody here, what did he say when people started going, well, what do you want? Well, what's going on? Well, tell me more about it and things like that. Do you remember what he said? He doesn't allow them to pre-qualify that time.
Right. So he's like, okay, cool. Well, it sounds like you're busy. I'll catch you next time. Poof. Done.
Moving on. And I think that's where the difference between what Rob does and a lot of what we do is we go, well, it's, you know, this, and this.
And we tell them.
And then we've screwed it up.
And then it gives them an opportunity to say no.
Yeah. So,
well, you know what? If they said no, we said too much.
Yeah.
Because if I have to tell you, if you would have told me ahead of time anything, I would have not said no. I would have said, hell no.
Right. Oh, in the way that Rob came over to our house.
Yes.
Originally. I told you 5 minutes before him, he's coming over.
Right. And when I said about what, he's like, I just want you to listen. He said nothing. This is my own husband who loves me.
I was brilliant. I need to continue this.
You do continue your brilliance. Okay. So what if you're not there? Right? Let's say it's a happy hour. What do you know? There's some people I want you to meet at the happy hour tonight or whatever. And it's,
right.
Or they've seen the presentation. You want them to meet more people, however it works out. Right? I got a text yesterday that says, hey, I have a friend who might be coming. I won't be able to make it. Great. I was like, I'll be there, or Juan will be there. Or we have so many, we all work together to make sure the other person feels welcome and included, right?
So we'll take care of them.
So we'll take care of them.
And you do the same thing when it's your turn.
When it's your turn. Sure. But the key here is that you call several people that says, hey, my friend, Jane Awesome, is coming to the happy hour. Here's her picture. Get a picture from Facebook. Just says, this is her. Send a picture so people know to look for her, right? And things get busy. And then you let Jane Awesome know, hey, my friend Juan Sastoque is going to be there. Here's his picture. He's going to look for you tonight, okay? He's absolutely wonderful. Make sure you go ahead and edify that. So when Juan meets her, he's like, oh my goodness, Glenna said so many wonderful things about you. Mm-hmm. I hear you've been in production for 10 years, or I hear you're a brand new agent, was a brilliant bartender and make the best drinks ever. It doesn't matter. There's something great about everybody. Right. I assure you, there is something great about everybody. And if there's not, do you really want to be partnered in business with them? I promise you, there's something great about everybody. We just have to find it. What if you're not there? We covered that. How to mix and mingle at events. Okay.
So before you go over that, can you go over what you see people do?
You go over it.
Well, I think you're quite brilliant at it, and I think you do it naturally. And if you can just give a contrast, I want your opinion. Just give everybody a contrast. What you see happening, what's missing, what you do differently. Okay. And what is the point of it?
Okay. Here's what a not pro does, right?
A not pro. Okay.
A not pro.
An amateur.
You're a pro. You are a pro. You're a pro.
So an amateur does.
So somebody who doesn't know any better will come in and go find them a seat at a table to the side. And they will visit with people who come and talk to them. And they will answer questions. Sure. They will just respond to questions. And that is it. That's not.
So that seems like that would be okay if you were at a happy hour with no other intent.
No. It's not as much fun as, because really, come on, life is short. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun. Life is short. And this goes for any event. So here's something, okay? The purpose is to go learn, get to know other people, learn their story. Tell me about you. That's a great opening line. So tell me about you. The other thing is share with them your story, right? Because this could be an opportunity for them to learn something from you, right? Get your story in 2 minutes, right? Ask some questions, get to know each other, right? Also the other thing, so that's kind of the basics, fundamental. But let's take it up a notch. When you are at this event, welcome everybody. Greet everybody. Lovingly greet everybody that you've ever met. And most importantly, is lovingly greet everybody you will get to know, right? Assume that they are as wonderful or one of the most wonderfuls, because that person is there because they were invited in that room. Nobody attends one of our events because they were not personally invited. They are personally invited guests. And when have a personally invited guests to the Thanksgiving table, right? I don't know about you, but the way we raise our kids is the guests kind of get the seat of honor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, scoot over.
Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
So say someone I go up to you, right? And I'm like, hey, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Great. How much time should I be hanging out with you? I mean, there's so many people at the happy hour, right? There's 30 people at the happy hour. Should I be spending, if it's only a 2-hour happy hour, mm-hmm. and I spend 15 minutes with you, I'm not going to make it around.
It's fine.
What's your recommendation?
Well, okay. So it depends, right? If it's somebody who you can talk to every day, like you and me,
right? We
don't talk to each other at happy hours.
No, what for? We need to be greeting people, shaking hands, kissing babies, saying hello. Yeah.
Anyways, it's fun, right? the other thing is you when you welcome, you ask them who invited them, you edify the person that invited them, you introduce them to other EXP agents. So we'll talk and we'll let that conversation go, but we're not going to push the conversation, right?
Right.
But then you're going to learn something in that conversation where you can introduce them to another EXP agent or to another agent.
So as an example, just an example, I've invited a commercial agent that's coming to hang out with us.
Right.
And I'm not a commercial agent, right? I'm a residential, you're residential, but this is a commercial guy. And we have 2 commercial EXP agents. Wouldn't that be neat if you brought them together and be like, hey, I want you to meet so-and-so. He does commercial also. Edify, let them get together at the same table. They'll talk shop about the commercial world and poof, right?
So Juan and I are a husband-wife team. We've been residential for 10 years. Everybody has a story. Right? Sometimes it's, hey, somebody's done a condo. Here's the common denominator for everybody. We're all realtors and we're all growing our businesses. We're nice. I mean, just find something. Y'all are great. I was going to say good, but I want to great at finding the good in a situation.
Oh, you have to be, right?
Yeah, you're powerful about that. So you're going to talk to them. You're going to have that conversation with them. And then you're not just going to leave them. You're going to introduce them to somebody else. Hey, you know what? There's somebody I want you to meet. And they're going to help them make the connection. You're going to learn how to make the connections, and you're going to help others make the connection. And people, and it'll increase the energy.
If you need a metric and the goal, I think a minimum of 5 people to 15 people. Introductions.
Yeah.
If in 2 hours you introduce them between 5 to 15 people in 2 hours, I think that was pretty.
And then go meet somebody else in the room.
And then go meet someone else in the room.
And let's say you're the type of person where people come up to you and want and have, okay, go ahead and move. Our goal is to stir the pot. So we don't have somebody who's standing, right? We're going to stir the pot. So you have to think of yourself like as a spoon, right? And the room is stew, right? And stew is just better once it starts cooking and bubbling and going and stirring and all the flavors come together.
Oh, sure.
All of us are different flavors. Just stir us together, right? So help doing that by just mixing it, okay? Intentionally having fun with that. Please intentionally have fun with that. The next thing is stand, don't sit, okay? Spend about 90% of the time with people you don't know. So you're saying 15 minutes. I don't want to put a timer on. I think there's time where you make a really good connection. You might spend 30 minutes with somebody that you just met.
Okay.
Right? We spend 30 minutes with somebody we just met.
Use your best judgment.
Okay. You're entrepreneurs. Everybody in here is opportunists. They're entrepreneur. I don't need to give a role. Plus, I'm not a role giver. Okay. Cool. I'm like a role of
I like guidelines.
I know you do.
So that way I know basically where I need to be, and you can be off on the guideline, but I'm just,
Okay. 5 minutes to 85 minutes.
Great guideline.
Thanks. Here's the deal. If you think they're going to get along with somebody else better than you, put them in touch with somebody else.
Right.
And anyways, the more people that person gets to meet, the more connected they're going to feel.
EXP needs to be bigger than you.
EXP is bigger than you.
Right. It needs to feel that way. So if I brought a guest and all I did was hang out with you in one corner of the entire thing, it's not bigger.
You might as well have had a one-on-one.
You might as well have had a one. That's what I'm saying. So the introduction, so that they get a feel and a storyline behind this person and that person and this person, that person, right? It's much bigger than them. They have more resources. They're getting people's phone numbers in their phones.
That's important.
Networking is huge. So huge.
Okay.
So huge.
What's next?
Make a list of 100.
Here's a homework. So Amanda posted on her Facebook wall not that long ago that she needed to make a list of 100 things that she wanted to achieve personally, achieve financially, achieve in business, 100 plus things, right? And so we did that.
Right.
Was it easy?
Okay, so
for you?
So here's what it looks like. I haven't completed it yet. Here's been my journey so far. I got about 38 to 42
easily.
Pretty easily. Like, okay, I stretched a little bit, boom, 42. Then I got up to 50. I'm like, I got nothing else. I'm done at 50, right? And then I think I did what you did, and I went online and I started looking around. Here's what I discovered. There are so many cool things I haven't even thought about that other people have thought about. I'm like, I didn't know I wanted this on my list, but I want this on my list now. So I started adding stuff to my list, and all of a sudden the process became cooler. Like my desire for stuff grew, right? And I'm not there yet. So when I say that, I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean it in as I'm still growing my mindset on it, and I'm looking forward to finishing it.
And you're going through this journey. I'm looking on for the, and here's the other thing on the flip side, as a wife, right, and the mother of your children, I'm excited about you achieving your dreams, because
awesome.
Through you, we're going to get to live through you.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you had a chance to look at our list, my list.
I did a little bit.
I know.
I glanced, I was like, ooh.
I know.
I stole two because they were so cool. I could not steal them.
So,
2 or 3.
Okay. So if you're doing them, that probably means that I'm going to do them too. So I'm perfectly content with that. So your homework this week, guys, is do this. Write this down. This next week, as we're going forward in gratitude for all the things that we've had in our past lives, right? That we've lived our life so far. Think about what we're going to be grateful for when we're 80 years old. I also heard somebody say, don't put anything on your, this is a little bit off, but kind of on your vision board that you don't think you can accomplish. I was mortified. I was like, what?
Why not?
What is faith? What faith is believing in something even though you don't have evidence of it. Even if you don't have evidence or may doubt that you can't do it, you're going to move forward in faith and put it on that list anyways.
We're already in faith just in the real estate opportunity, because there's no actual listing I have today that I don't have to go get. I have to be very assumptive and go get it and go get it and go get it. And you know,
yeah,
the practice of faith.
I have faith that the earth and the moon and the stars align so that we can wake up tomorrow morning. The earth did not spin off its axis. So every day, the sun, the stars, and the moon are all in alignment for us. So guys, go take advantage of this. Have a wonderful week. We're here for you. Please utilize the tools that we have. We're working on growing more. If there's another opportunity that we can add to our systems to better help you. I know a lot of you guys are not in our group. You are in our group. You know why? Because we're all realtors at EXP. That means that we're all in this group together. And I want you to know this. And whoever is an EXP agent, they are here to help you as well. And just like you're here to help every agent, whether technically, you know how it is, whether they're with EXP or not.
Right.
We're in this business together to help each other grow. All right, y'all have a great one, and we'll talk soon. Bye.
See ya.
How do I end this? There we go. Bye, guys.